Welcome, campers, to a night of spine-chilling tales that will make you think twice before venturing into the woods again. Gather around the campfire, stoke the flames, and prepare to be terrified as we delve into the dark heart of the wilderness. These are not just stories, but real-life experiences that will haunt your dreams. So snuggle into your sleeping bags, campers, and listen closely, because tonight we face the fear together. Our first tale takes us deep into the isolated backwoods of Yosemite National Park, where a lone camper named David embarked on a solitary retreat. Seeking solace in the solitude of nature, David pitched his tent near a tranquil lake, miles from any known trails. As twilight painted the sky with hues of purple and orange, David noticed a figure standing at the edge of the woods. It was tall and slender, almost skeletal in its thinness, and shrouded in a darkness that seemed to absorb the fading light. At first, David dismissed it as a trick of the light, the product of his weary mind playing tricks on him after a long day's hike. But as the days turned into nights, the figure remained, always lurking at the periphery of his vision. It never seemed to move, just stood there, watching, waiting. One evening, as David sat by the crackling fire, the hair on the back of his neck stood on end. He could feel eyes on him, a cold, penetrating gaze that sent shivers down his spine. He slowly turned his head, and there it was, the figure, standing just beyond the reach of the firelight. Its eyes, two glowing embers in the darkness, locked onto his, and for the first time, David felt a surge of primal fear course through his veins. He tried to rationalize it, told himself it was just a park ranger, or another camper drawn to the warmth of his fire. But deep down, a voice whispered that something was terribly wrong. That night, David lay awake in his tent. The figure burned into his mind. He never went camping alone again, forever haunted by the memory of those glowing eyes in the darkness. Our next tale takes us to the shores of Crystal Lake, a seemingly idyllic camping spot nestled amongst towering pines and shimmering waters. They were unaware of the sinister history that lay buried beneath the surface. The air grew heavy, filled with an oppressive silence. As darkness descended, so too did a palpable sense of dread. The flames danced erratically, casting grotesque shadows. A sudden gust of wind extinguished their fire, plunging them into darkness. A blood-curdling scream pierced the night. Panicked, they scrambled for their flashlights. "I saw her," Emily whispered, "a woman in a white dress staring at us." The haunted campsite at Crystal Lake remained abandoned, a chilling reminder that some places are better left undisturbed. Our next tale takes us deep into the dense forests of the Pacific Northwest, where the towering redwoods cast long, eerie shadows, and the air is thick with the scent of pine and mystery. This is where a seasoned hiker named Sarah vanished without a trace, leaving behind a mystery that would baffle even the most experienced search and rescue teams. Sarah was an experienced outdoors woman, comfortable navigating the rugged terrain and unpredictable elements of the Pacific Northwest. She had embarked on a week-long solo hike, her backpack filled with supplies and her spirit fueled by a love for adventure. She kept in contact with park rangers, her itinerary meticulously planned and shared. But then, silence. Days turned into weeks and the search parties yielded no results. They found Sarah's campsite, her tent neatly packed, her belongings undisturbed, as if she had simply vanished into thin air. The only clue, a single hiking boot lying on the forest floor, its laces neatly tied, as if placed there deliberately. Some say Sarah's spirit still wanders the woods, searching for a way out of the labyrinthine forest. Whatever the truth may be, Sarah's story continues to haunt the trails of the Pacific Northwest, a chilling reminder that even the most experienced adventurers can vanish without a trace. This chilling tale takes us to the heart of the Appalachian Mountains, a place where ancient folklore intertwines with the rugged beauty of the wilderness. It's here, around a crackling campfire, that a group of friends encountered a sight that would forever etch itself into their memories. The friends, seasoned campers drawn to the allure of the unknown, had chosen a secluded spot deep within the mountains, far from the well-trodden paths. As the sun dipped below the horizon, painting the sky in hues of orange and purple, they gathered around the warmth of their campfire, sharing stories and laughter that echoed through the trees. The air grew colder as darkness descended, and the friends huddled closer to the fire, their faces illuminated by the flickering flames. One of them, a young woman named Jessica, noticed something peculiar in the dancing flames. At first it was just a fleeting glimpse, a flicker of movement that seemed out of place amidst the chaotic dance of the fire. But as she stared deeper into the heart of the flames, she saw it again, a face, pale and gaunt, with eyes that seemed to burn with an eerie, otherworldly glow. It appeared for a fleeting moment, a ghostly visage, staring back at her from the depths of the fire, before disappearing as quickly as it had come. Fear gripped Jessica's heart, but she kept her voice steady, not wanting to alarm her friends.
"Did anyone else just see that?" she asked cautiously, her eyes still fixed on the dancing flames.
Our final tale of terror takes us to the remote wilderness of Alaska, where the vast and unforgiving landscape is home to creatures both magnificent and terrifying. It is here, in this untamed wilderness, that two hikers stumbled upon something that would challenge their understanding of the natural world. The two friends, seasoned adventurers named Mike and Jake, had embarked on a challenging trek through the Alaskan backcountry. They were experienced outdoorsmen, well-equipped and prepared for the challenges of navigating the rugged terrain and unpredictable weather. They were not prepared for what they encountered. It started subtly, a strange feeling of being watched, an unsettling presence that seemed to follow them through the dense undergrowth. They dismissed it at first, attributing it to their nerves, the natural instinct of prey animals in a predator-rich environment. But as the days turned into nights, the feeling intensified, growing bolder, more menacing. One evening, as they made camp near a rushing river, they heard it, a low growl, guttural and primal, emanating from the darkness just beyond the reach of their campfire. Their blood chilled as the hair on the back of their necks stood on end. They had heard the howling of wolves before, the eerie cries of owls, but this was different. This was something altogether more sinister. Gripping their bear spray, their hearts pounding in their chests, they slowly scanned the perimeter of their campsite. The firelight danced in the darkness, casting grotesque shadows that twisted and writhed, playing tricks on their already frayed nerves. As the embers of our campfire die down and the first rays of dawn creep through the trees, remember the tales we've shared tonight. Remember, these stories are based on real events. So next time you go camping, keep your eyes and ears open. You never know what might be lurking in the shadows. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more spine-tingling tales. Sleep tight, campers.